Imagine buying a sports team, only to discover it burns through hundreds of millions of dollars every year just to compete. Welcome to Formula One, where speed isn't the only expensive thing. Not long ago, owning a Formula One team was considered a passion project for billionaire entrepreneurs and major car manufacturers. Teams struggled financially. Sponsorships came and went, and some famous names disappeared altogether. Fast forward to today, and the story couldn't be more different. Formula One teams that once sold for tens of millions of dollars are now being valued at well over $1 billion. Some estimates place the top teams at several $billion, making them among the most valuable assets in global sports. So what changed? How did businesses built around race cars become billion-dollar enterprises? And why are billionaires, private equity firms, and global corporations suddenly desperate to own a piece of Formula One? Let's hit the track. Formula One is no longer just a motorsport. To understand why Formula One teams have become so valuable, you first have to understand that they aren't simply racing organizations anymore. Modern F1 teams are global entertainment brands. Every race reaches hundreds of millions of viewers worldwide. Sponsors receive exposure in nearly every major market. Drivers become international celebrities. Teams produce documentaries, digital content, merchandise, gaming partnerships, and licensing deals. In other words, Formula One has transformed into a media business with race cars at its center. That transformation dramatically changed the economics. The Netflix effect. One of the biggest turning points came with Netflix's documentary series Drive to Survive. The show introduced Formula One to millions of new fans who had never watched a race before. Instead of focusing only on lap times, it highlighted rivalries, personalities, team principles, and behind-the-scenes drama. Suddenly, Formula One wasn't just attracting hardcore racing enthusiasts, it was attracting mainstream audiences, younger viewers, families, American fans. New sponsors followed. Television audiences grew. Race attendance increased. Merchandise sales expanded. Every team benefited from the sport becoming more popular. The value of owning an F1 team increased alongside the value of the championship itself. There are only 10 teams. Scarcity is one of the biggest reasons valuations have exploded. Formula One has a limited number of team entries. For years, only 10 teams have competed on the grid. That means opportunities to buy an existing team are incredibly rare. Imagine trying to buy a professional football club when almost nobody wants to sell. Competition among buyers naturally pushes prices higher. Scarcity creates value. In Formula One, scarcity is built directly into the sport. Revenue has never been higher. Formula One generates billions of dollars through multiple income streams: broadcasting rights, race hosting fees, corporate hospitality, global sponsorships, licensing, digital media, advertising. A significant portion of this revenue is distributed among the teams based on agreements that reward participation and competitive performance. As Formula One's overall revenue has grown, team income has generally increased as well. Higher revenue supports higher valuations. Sponsorship is big business. Look closely at an F1 car. Almost every visible surface carries a sponsor's logo. Technology companies, banks, airlines, luxury watchmakers, crypto firms, energy companies, automotive brands, consumer products. Sponsors aren't simply paying for sticker space. They're buying global visibility. A Formula One season spans multiple continents, reaching audiences across Europe, Asia, the Middle East, North America, South America, and Australia. For multinational companies, few marketing platforms offer comparable international exposure. Major sponsorship agreements can be worth tens or even hundreds of millions of dollars over several years. The cost cap changed everything. Ironically, one of the biggest reasons teams became more valuable was limiting how much they could spend. Before Formula One introduced its financial regulations, wealthy teams often spent enormous sums chasing performance. Some annual budgets exceeded $500 million. Smaller teams struggled to compete. Profits were difficult to achieve. The introduction of the cost cap fundamentally changed the business model. By limiting many categories of spending, Formula One reduced the financial arms race. Teams gained more predictable expenses. Potential investors saw a clearer path toward long-term profitability. Instead of endlessly burning cash, teams could begin operating more like sustainable businesses. That single change dramatically improved investor confidence. Technology drives massive investment. Formula One teams are among the world's most advanced engineering organizations. Aerodynamics, artificial intelligence, simulation software, wind tunnels, carbon fiber manufacturing, hybrid power systems, data analytics. Every race weekend generates enormous amounts of technical information. Hundreds of engineers analyze performance in real time. Factories continue developing upgrades throughout the season. This constant innovation attracts technology companies looking to showcase their expertise on a global stage. The racetrack becomes both a laboratory and a marketing platform. Drivers are only part of the story. Many casual fans assume drivers determine everything. In reality, Formula One teams employ hundreds, sometimes more than 1,000 people. Engineers, mechanics, designers, software developers, strategists, logistics specialists, marketing professionals, hospitality staff, legal teams, finance departments, manufacturing experts. Running an F1 team resembles operating a high-tech corporation more than managing a traditional sports team. The driver may become the face of the organization, but an enormous workforce operates behind the scenes. Prize money rewards performance. Success on the track brings financial rewards. Teams finishing higher in the Constructors' Championship generally receive larger shares of Formula One's prize-related distributions. Better performance also attracts more sponsors. Higher sponsorship revenue allows greater investment in future development. Winning creates a powerful economic cycle. Success generates money. Money supports innovation. Innovation improves competitiveness. Competitiveness attracts even more commercial opportunities. Merchandise is bigger than ever. Formula One merchandise has become a global business. Team apparel, driver caps, jackets, scale models, video games, collectibles, limited edition collaborations. Fans don't simply watch races anymore, they identify with teams and drivers. That emotional connection translates into retail sales throughout the year. For leading teams, merchandise has become an increasingly valuable revenue stream. Race weekends boost business. Formula One teams also entertain clients throughout the season. Luxury hospitality suites, corporate networking events, VIP experiences, garage tours, driver meet and greets. Behind every glamorous race weekend lies an enormous business development opportunity. Companies use Formula One to strengthen relationships with customers, investors, and partners. Those experiences often justify premium sponsorship prices. Why billionaires want in. Owning a Formula One team offers something few other investments can match. Global visibility, access to influential business leaders, international prestige, cutting-edge technology, association with one of the world's fastest-growing sports. For billionaires, it's not simply about financial returns. It's about influence, networking, innovation, and brand value. An F1 team opens doors that many other investments simply cannot. But it's still a risky business. Despite rising valuations, Formula One ownership isn't guaranteed to produce profits. Performance can fluctuate. Sponsors may leave. Economic downturns affect advertising budgets. Rule changes reshape competitiveness. Technical mistakes can set development back by years. Even with spending limits, Formula One remains one of the world's most technically demanding sports. Owners must balance engineering excellence with financial discipline. The bigger lesson. Formula One teaches an important lesson about modern business. Sometimes the most valuable assets aren't factories or buildings. They're brands, global audiences, media rights, technology, scarcity, community. Formula One teams combine all of those elements into one extraordinary business model. They're no longer valued simply because they build fast cars. They're valued because they sit at the intersection of sports, entertainment, engineering, media, and global marketing. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to the channel,